Hey guys, today I wanted to share one of the most bizarre waxing experiences that I've ever had. It's not uncommon for people to bring somebody into the room with them when they come in for a wax. I do bridal parties, girlfriends come in having some drinks. They're a lot of fun. Of course, I've had husbands, boyfriends, they'll stop in occasionally, mothers, daughters, so what I've found is it helps the client feel more comfortable if there's somebody else in the room besides me, a total stranger. While some places won't let you have the company, I'm okay with it. And so this story involves a new client that I was doing. So I go out to the lobby and I meet this young girl, and she's with a guy, and they both look like they're probably in their mid-20s, early 20s, and she's here for a Brazilian wax, so it's a first-time client, and so she asks if he can come into the room with her, and I say, sure, no problem, it's totally fine. Now, in my head, I'm kind of curious by nature, and I've assumed that they're probably in a relationship together. Getting a Brazilian wax isn't something that you just bring anybody to come experience with you, even your guy best friend, right? So, in my head, I'm just thinking that that's the relationship. But I'm looking at the guy, and, I'm just thinking, he is definitely gay. I had already just decided that. It didn't matter if he was, but now I'm curious, because I want to know their relationship. I want to know who he is or how they know each other, but I don't really want to ask right away. So he comes into the room, and he wants to pull up a chair, sit right next to her. He's helping me, hold on to spots while they're drying. If I can have a third hand to help me, I'm going to utilize them. But, at one point, I'm bent over and I'm putting the wax on her. And just in case you've never had a Brazilian wax before, the client is laying on a table, no underwear on, and they're kind of in like a frog-shaped position. So you're just all out there, okay? And I'm on one side of the table putting wax on, and his head is literally, when I go to put wax on, my head is bumping his, so he's right across from me. So at some point, I'm like, all right, dude, you've seen enough. Back up. This is a really small space. You got the idea. Go sit somewhere else, And we don't both need to be between our legs. So a couple minutes later, I see him holding, his phone or whatever, and excuse me, and it looks like he's taking pictures. And so I was like, oh God, am I on the internet? How's my hair? Does my hair look all right? What are you taking pictures of? And he's like, no. He's like, it's a Snatch Chat. And I was like, Snatch Chat? What the hell is that? I've never heard of it. And so they're laughing, and they're like, no, Snapchat. Now I feel old, and I feel dumb that I don't know what this new thing is. And they explain it to me, and, he's like, no, I just sent a selfie. And I was like, well, that just sounds stupid. And I was like, of what? Just like you hanging out in the wax room? I was like, who would you send that to? And he was like, my boyfriend. And I was like, I knew it. Just in my head, right? And I was like, I knew it. I knew he had a boyfriend. So I say, oh, so how do you all know each other? Are you guys just like besties, or, now I'm looking at her, and they both just kind of look at me, and they're confused, and she's like, what? I'm like, oh, is this just like your guy best friend? Or she was like, no, this is my twin. This is my twin brother. And at that moment, I looked at both of them, and I saw how much they looked alike. And to this day, it is still my top 5 most bizarre experiences, and I have yet to have another brother-sister duo. But I will say that they're the only ones. But that definitely was super strange. Waxing with your brother? I don't know.